Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are going to be going over a simple bezel setting. Apologize for the background. My water pump's going here in the shop. But it's a simple setting. We're just doing a simple bezel. Everybody should know this if you're getting into jewelry making, and it's honestly a good foundation to build from and start doing other settings. So all you're really going to need in order to do the setting is a sheet of silver. This here is about 20 gauge. Some bezel wire, and what I mean by bezel wire is actually fine silver strip, and you can find that on Rio Grande. It's not always called bezel wire. A lot of times it's 999 fine silver, and the reason for that is if you're trying to use sterling silver in order to do a bezel setting, it's going to be very difficult because it is not as pliable as the bezel setting wire, and you'll see that here in a second when we wrap it around the stone. This bezel wire holds its shape a lot better than 925, and I remember back when I was learning, I would try to use 925 and it was a hassle to do bezel settings with. You can do it, but it's not efficient. So these are the basic materials we're going to need. Of course, you're going to need solder, you're going to need some flux and all the different tools that go with it, and if you need to know what some of those are, you can take a look at my previous videos. But let's get into it. A simple bezel setting, and I'll show you from the ground up. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to take our bezel strip and we're going to wrap it around the stone to just get a rough idea of what this is going to shape up to be. And then once you do, you can just take it off of there and it'll give you an idea of kind of how much wire you need and where you need to cut. So I always like to cut a little bit too much or have a little bit excess wire around the stone so I can kind of keep cutting it back and get the perfect fit instead of already cutting this to the perfect size, so that when you're trying to file flush edges, you don't have enough material. So just take a look on it here. Make sure you got more material than you need. And then I just use my wire or my metal shears and I just cut right here. There you go. Got a simple cut. Now, you can't see it on the camera necessarily, but when I close this around the stone, there's a little bit of an overlap right here. And so that gives me some room to work, and I can file this back to get a snug fit around the stone. And another tip is you may not want to go for a completely snug fit, just a tiny little bit of room so that when this bezel is soldered on the sheet silver, you have some room to place your stone into the bezel. But you don't want too much. You'll figure it out as you go. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shape this up here. I'm going to just trim it back a little bit, make it fit snug, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to be using this here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is 75% hard solder. And I just got this off Rio Grande. You can probably see that on the label. But what I like to do is if I'm putting a piece of solder onto a bezel like that, and it's a flat piece and I don't want it to move around, I'll just take the solder and I will put it into my pliers, squeeze it so that it's nice and flat, and then I will snip it off and I can lay it on there and not have any issues. Alright, so the bezel is done and out of the pickle. Now what you can see, maybe not on the camera, is on the solder there's a little bump where the solder was, and what we're going to do is take a file and just go over that. Try and smoothen it out a bit. I would recommend using a small needle file just so you're not moving too much material, but what you want is for it to be flush with the bezel, and sometimes you got to bend the bezel out just so that the solder protrudes and you can then go over it. And with it being hard solder, it does take a little bit more effort, but just take your time with it and just keep working on it until it's nice and flush and you're not worried about how it's going to look once it's all put together. Alright, now once you have that done, just shape it back around the stone, because a lot of times when you're working with that solder point, it can get a little bit just misshaped. And so now that we have that all done, what we need to do is we need to flatten the bottom so that it lays completely flush on our piece of silver backing. So in order to do this, I just have a flat block like I do on my bench pin. take some sandpaper. I'm using 1500 grit right now, and then just gently run it on the sandpaper so that the back of the bezel becomes nice and flush. Now, take your stone, put the bezel over the stone to make sure that everything fits perfectly. There we go. I'm happy with that. So we're going to take our silver piece right here, and we're going to run this on the sandpaper next. Just make sure everything's polished. You can also do that with a wire wheel. So we take that, get a little bit of our flux here, paint that on. Then we take our bezel, make sure that you're laying down the side that you sanded, just like so. Now we're going to take our solder. For this portion, I'm going to be using 65% silver. It is a medium solder, and the reason for that is because if you remember, for the first portion we used 75%, now we're using 65. That way the seam on the bezel that we just soldered will not actually come undone. And then for the final piece, we're going to have to use easy solder, and you don't necessarily have to do it this way. I can, so I prefer to. That way I don't have any issues of the solder joints coming undone, because that is a bad day, and just makes life easier in the over the long run for me, so I don't have to worry about that. And so I'm going to add a fair bit of solder here, that way I know that it's going to cover the whole surface area. Add one more piece, and what I was doing is I was just pressing the solder up against the sides of the bezel, and that way I know that it's touching both points of contact, or has 2 points of contact, and when the metal heats up it should flow perfectly. And I'm just doing this right now with a scribe. You can do it with a solder pick, whatever you need to do. And there. So we got that done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to lay it onto a wire, what do they call it, some mesh sheet, soldering sheet, whatever you want to call it, and readjust this here so you can see. And now we're just going to solder this. So you can see here, it's been in the pickle for a while. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our jeweler saw and we're going to cut around the edge of this and get the actual bezel off of the sheet of silver. If you see it get a little bit stuck like that, you can use some of this Burr Life, or you can use beeswax, and that'll help it to cut a lot smoother. When doing this, I don't like to cut right against the bezel, because sometimes if the blade's not perfect, it can actually cut into the bezel and ruin all of your work. So leave a little bit of space around that you can file down afterwards, and that'll help you out a lot. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I finished up, took it out of the pickle, went around all the edges with a flat file and made it flush with the bezel. And it's obviously not at the finished point yet. So as you guys can see here, it is out of the pickle. It's all soldered and filed. All I did was use this flat file around the edges to make it nice and flush with the bezel. And I'll do the finishing touches afterwards, but now I can go ahead and show you guys how to actually set this. So we got our stone here, and then we also have a bezel tool, and that's the only name I know for it. And what you do is you use it to push around the edges and form the bezel over the stone. Now, if this is slipping around too much on the bezel, what you can do is you can take some higher grit sandpaper and rub it on the edge of this And what that does is it gives it some friction, and it'll actually, here I can show you right now actually. So you just take some sandpaper and rub this on there. You can see a little bit of rust coming off of it, but what that does is it roughs up the surface of this, therefore it's not going to slip off when you're setting the stone. So you go ahead here, take the stone, just press it into the bezel, and if you did everything correctly, it should fit perfectly like so. You can see that here. And now you're just going to go around the edge and slowly work this in. You can go at different points. Just don't try and do it all in one shot. Just a little bit at a time and slowly work your way around. You don't need to press too hard. You'll see certain points where it sticks out from the stone more. Just gently push those in. You don't need to do it all at once, okay? And I'll keep reiterating that. Just slowly work your way around. And if there is a big gap between the stone and the bezel, don't just push it in right away, because what that can do is it can create these creases like this, and when you try and press those in, it creates ripples in the bezel, and you don't want that. So just slowly work your way around it. There's no rush, and as you get closer to the stone, you can start to press a little bit more and just snug it up against the stone. And you'll see me here just eyeballing it where it's lifted away from the stone, and you just keep working it around. There we go. So once it's like that, you can go over it, you can polish it with whatever tools you need, and it'll hold. It's just an easy setting. Works great for a lot of different things, whether it's rings, pendants. You can even do it on bracelets, and you can build your way up from there and learn different settings. So hopefully this video helped you guys out with learning how to set using the bezel setting, and if it did, let me know in the comments below and let me know what you'd like to see. So thank you for watching.